Hello and welcome to the Susie Makes Craft channel, a channel that will take you through mainly basic levels of a variety of crafts. And I've already covered knitting, crochet, cross stitch, embroidery, prick and stitch, some card making. There's a whole variety of things I'm also planning for the future. So if you do enjoy any of my videos, please subscribe, and that way you'll always be up to date with what's coming next. One of the categories I am going to start today is reviewing products, starting with this product, which is the Debbie Shaw Button Factory I purchased recently. I haven't even opened the box yet, so I want to do a complete review on this video today from a complete beginner's point of view. Now, the Button Factory, these are the button refills that I got with the Button Factory, so I'm going to put those to one side for now. The Button Factory is meant to be the easiest way possible for you to make your buttons match almost anything at all that you are making. So I'm going to open the box for the first time. And inside, I've got a packet of buttons. I've got a nice lot of buttons. And inside there is the plastic template. Don't know if you can just pick it up there. And aha! Now I know that's where the button goes once you've sorted out the fabric. That's called the button mould, and that's called the button pusher. So far everything's there. Great. I'm going to move the box out of the way while I have a go at this. Well, in fact, I need to keep it to hand because it tells you, should show you this actually, in 6 easy steps on the back. Let's just adjust the lighting. In 6 easy steps on the back, it shows you how to make a fabric covered button. So the first one says, using the template provided, cut your fabric to size. Okay, so bear in mind, I have never even attempted doing this. I'm not a natural born sewer. I've been doing crafts all my life, but I have never tried to do anything like this before. So the buttons come in 2 pieces. Let's put the bag down. That's the front of the button. That's the piece that goes in the back. So I've got one button. Let's put that and my pieces to one side for a moment while I get the fabric. You wait till you see this fabric. It's fabulous. How about that? I call it my firework fabric. I just thought would look pretty spectacular. Can you pick that up in the camera? It will look pretty spectacular as buttons, which then you could put together. You don't have to use them as buttons, but I thought I could put it together, maybe in a bracelet. Now wouldn't that look lovely? Handmade bracelet you've made all by yourself with this lovely sparkling colourful fabric. I've actually had the fabric a long time. I can't even remember where I got it from. Forgot to get my template out, so let's give you a better view of the template. That's what it looks like. And I have a ruler here, so I can even tell you how big it is. Everything's in centimetres these days, isn't it? Just to it's only millimetres on there, so we'll make do with inches. So you've got 1 3/4 on that template, so they won't be huge. So I'll place my template on the black fabric. The black is the back of the fabric I just showed you. Because it's black, it's going to pick up. It's going to pick up every tiny little speck, isn't it? But that won't show, so that's okay. Now, because I am working on black, I have some old-fashioned tailor's chalk to do my marking, and it tells you how old this is. Look at that. Look at that. Hancock's marking chalk, dressmakers, tailors. How amazing is that? And I can't tell you how old it is, but what a lovely vintage box. Give me all sorts of ideas, that is. So, and I've had it for donkey's years. I've used it over and over again, because I've used black fabric in patchwork and quilting in the past. So I'm going to use it to mark, hopefully, anyway, mark around my button template. So here we go. There. So I've marked around my template, put the template back in the bag so I don't lose it, which I would imagine would be quite easy with a little thing like that. Need to be a little bit careful. Now I'm going to cut out the circle of fabric. There we are, almost there. I concentrate so much because I'm just not used to doing this sort of thing. Right, let's put the rest of that fabric to one side. Now, there's my piece of fabric with some nice, I call it fireworks, firework shoots on there. Now, let's bring back my box so as I can see what the next step is. I've done the first step, which is cut the fabric to size. Now you wrap the button in the fabric and place in the mould. Okay. So that's the front of the fabric I want. So I turn the fabric over to the wrong side and place the fabric, the button, in the centre of the fabric like so. Now, quite slippery. Although I did hear Debbie say on Create and Craft and Hochanda, actually, because they've gone over to Hochanda now, you can use a little bit of, is it stick and spray glue to help keep it in place? So I don't know how easy it's going to be to hold this fabric, but instead of folding it around, just place it in the centre and see if it will. Here's my mould, and see if I can just push it straight in, actually. Oh, it has, yeah. Might not be, and then you push all the excess fabric into the centre. And then you get your button back, and you place it on top, like so. I think that's all right there, we shall see. And then you firmly push down with the pusher. Now the pusher on the picture on the back of the box is solid side up, so that's what I shall do. Now, I know I did see that I had to push this what looked like quite firmly. I don't think I've done it. I want to go and double check because that was so simple. And then the mould is bendy, so you can wriggle your button out and wow, look at that, a button. First time ever I've attempted something like that. I actually opened this and made this following the simple instructions on the back entirely on this video. And I have to say, I'm impressed. It's nice and firm. That's not going anywhere. You've got your all ready to sew circle on the back. I have to say, I'm impressed. Shall I make one more? I think I'm going to have to now. I'm pretty impressed with that. So, take another button out. Now I'm going to use some of this fabric. Look at this fabric. How snazzy is that? It's just an offcut from a quilt I made. So, turn it to the wrong side. See if I can do this without my hand getting in the way so much this time. You could always fussy cut. So say I wanted that yellowy orange piece in the centre of my button. I could fussy cut, but I'm a little bit mean with my fabric. So I'm going to do it there. Now, I shall use a pen this time as it's lighter fabric. My darling cat has just left a stinker in her tray. I'm sure you wanted to know that, but thanks, Lily. Thank goodness there's no such thing as smelly vision today. So you make sure you've drawn around the template that comes with the button pack. Let's put that away. I am a bit paranoid about losing it. Well, I'm sure you could probably pick them up. Now I know how big it is. 1 3/4 inches, I think I said across, didn't I? Or diameter, or whatever the word is. So I'm cutting out the piece of fabric that I've already drawn around the button template. I just have to do this again because that was so simple. It was just too simple. There, put the excess over there. Right, here's my button front, which I place upside down on the back of my fabric, in the centre of my fabric. Or would it be easier if I put the centre of, or put the fabric, which is more or less in the centre on top of the mould, put the button and press. And then you fold the excess around the back. Okay, my fingers are a bit porky for this, but you bear with it. And then you get the button back, making sure you the loop is, how can I show that to you? The loop of the button is uppermost, and you sit that on the top of the button, back. You get your pusher with the solid side. They see there's a hollow side one side and the solid side up. You place on top of the button and push. Good grief, I think it was that simple. Now the mould is flexible, so you pop your button out with a little bend, and good grief, it's turned out even better. How's that? It's pretty amazing. So, all I've got to say then is Debbie Shaw, Button Factory, 10 out of 10. You can't see that on camera, but 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up, you can't get better than that. So, if you were considering making this purchase, I believe it's sold via Crafter's Companion. If not, it might still be available on the Hochanda website, because they have moved over to Hochanda from Create and Craft now. The Button Factory includes 20 22mm buttons, template and tool. And I, as I said, also bought a pack of refill buttons as well, which was 15 in the refill packs. And pretty impressed, that's all I can say. Hope you are too. I hope you join me again soon. It's been fun. Thank you, and bye bye for now.